Well, hello there, Reject Nation. So, Tom Holland, this whole week, they've been teasing how he's going to be doing an interview with Variety and, in promotion with Cherry. And all anyone cares about is, does he talk about Spider-Man 3? And apparently he does. So there's about 1:44 seconds that we were able to download right now. What we'll do is, we'll give a reaction to it, but, we'll actually try to break it down in the moment.
Respond to it.
Yeah.
Engage with him.
I haven't seen this yet, but I do see he has glasses on. Tom Holland's maturing.
That's right. He's becoming a man.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about this little independent film you're working on called, Spider-Man 3, tentatively titled.
I just gotta say right up front, I'm so sick of that joke with big blockbuster movies. It's an independent movie.
Nah, dude, it's so original.
I'm so sick of that joke.
What can you talk about it? It's a multiverse. What's going on here? There's all these rumors, man. I'm the film awards editor.
He's
so
pushing.
He's
pushing.
Getting bombarded by different angles, man. People are like, we need to know that.
Obviously, I can't really say anything.
You can tell us what happens at the end, right? That's pretty simple. It's like,
do you know what's funny is I nearly told you then.
I know.
So close to
because we're friends and you're not. You said you're not.
I believe that coming from him.
We've been on this call 15 minutes?
Yeah.
I gotta say, the fact that he even hesitated at that moment, you could see it in his eyes, where his eyes are going to the ending of the script when he's asked that question.
Yeah.
The thought of the ending. And I don't think anyone was really prepared for the ending of Far From Home to be as big caliber and as high stakes as it was, which has of course led us to be even that much more excited for this Spider-Man 3 film. And also it's just really charming to see how even then he's still struggling. It must be a hell of an ending, Yeah.
When we sat down to this, I was like, 1:44 seconds is enough time to spoil a lot of stuff about this. So props to Tom Holland.
I can say that it's the most ambitious standalone superhero movie ever made.
Nice.
You sit down and you read the script and you see what they're trying to do, and they are succeeding.
Yeah.
It's really impressive. I've never seen a standalone superhero movie quite like it. And and I'm just, again, that lucky little who happens to be Spider-Man in it. So
wow. Okay.
It's interesting to read his both pauses and his inflections because he seems very considered and thoughtful with the words he chooses. Just the way he says, and they are achieved, they are nailing it or whatever he said there. I believe him, but also it's getting my anticipation to the point that I'm almost anxious now.
Wait a minute. Let's hear that back a look again.
I can say that it's the most ambitious standalone superhero movie ever made.
It's so hard not to read into this shit because
you watched him choose those words.
You watched him choose ambitious, pause. It's definitely a multiverse movie. Standalone movie.
It's I found the right word.
You watch him pause right there in that moment. It's so difficult not to try to nitpick any little thing he's doing because of all the rumors we've heard. The fact that the interviewer posed this question with the multiverse topic at hand. The fact that he's saying it is the most ambitious standalone. Captain America Civil War technically would be qualified as a standalone superhero movie, but there's a whole bunch of characters in it. Some of these rumors gotta be true, right? Some of these rumors. And for him to say it's the most ambitious, it's got to imply that it's got to be one of the biggest.
That's this was a deft way of saying a lot with only 2 words that are not specific to any of the rumors or details.
It's so fun being a Marvel fan. This is the kind of shit you do, right? You're just
just read it everything.
What is it, man?
You sit down and you read the script and you see what they're trying to do, and they are succeeding.
Yeah.
They're taking really bold impressive. Swings.
I've never seen a standalone superhero movie quite like it, and I'm just, again, that lucky little who happens to be Spider-Man.
He said shit.
So
he said lucky little bitch.
I can't really tell you any more than that. I'm just as excited as everyone else to see it, let alone be a part of it. But no.
Are you guys officially done, or you still have more shooting to do?
Oh, here we go.
We got a lot more to do. Yeah, we started before Christmas. We shot 7 weeks before Christmas. We stopped for the Christmas break, and then we start shooting, I think, next week. I'm not sure.
We'll see if you have to put a suit on or not next year.
I just basically go where I'm told and do as I'm told. I don't really know anything that's happening.
Oh, wait a minute. So what's the shooting schedule that he's declared? Let's hear this again.
I know you still have more shooting to do. Or
We got a lot more to do. Yeah, we started before Christmas. We shot like 7 weeks before Christmas. We stopped for the Christmas break, and then we start shooting, I think, next week.
Only 7 weeks.
Yeah.
Not enough to get a trailer in, apparently.
Not enough for teaser footage.
What
Tom?
the hell,
Really?
man? Jeez,
Get
Tom
some CG
Holland.
artists on this. You got clout, man. You know how much we want it.
Nah, man, I don't care. I would take your time. Take your time on that trailer. You don't want to botch that. But then that would also make sense, too, with the fact that we've been hearing so much, especially with the Tobey Maguire situation specifically, about not being able to officially lock him down just yet with all the negotiations. If they've only been shooting for 7 weeks, I could fathom that gives you enough time. If he ends up not saying yes, if he ends up backing out of it, that's enough time for them to rework this. They shoot these movies for like 3 to 6 months on average.
Oh, yeah, and I would imagine that, yeah, you could just start with all the stuff that's our core cast, who we know is going to be here, who's all contracted and stuff. Yeah, that seems just, like, efficient.
I mean, yeah, of course they got a lot more to do. That was
They
awesome.
got the biggest standalone superhero movie
That's awesome.
to make.
It's fun watching Tom Holland struggle to not give shit away.
It's among my favorite parts of the auxiliary
You
Marvel
could tell.
process.
You could tell he's having a difficult time.
Nobody does it like Tom Holland.
And to be the most ambitious standalone superhero film ever made. All right, guys, all right. Well,
The hype is real.
I mean, you'd think with the title like Multiverse of Madness, that was Doctor Strange, that would be the most ambitious one. But this Spider-Man film, I'm betting majority of what we've been hearing will be true. And
seems
not all,
though.
but I feel like majority. At least what they're attempting.
I imagine a lot of the people will show up, but maybe not as we expect them to show up.
All right, guys, leave your thoughts down below, subscribe, click that notification bell, hit that like button. Last but not least, pick Flev Doran. Flev, my man, been loving chatting with you lately, and recently you paid us a very nice compliment. Had a discussion about therapy, and then you were saying, like, we've been kind of like your therapy over at Patreon. I thought that was such a sweet thing to say to us. So, as your new therapist, I want to say, take that knife and end yourself.
That's good advice, yeah, especially considering all the things you've said. You can't turn this
Take
around.
that knife. I've always wanted to wield that level of power.
This is what influencers
against
are all about.
those that
man.
love us.
This is what you have wrought with
I
your
am
support.
kidding. I am joking, Flev. For the love of God,
For the
please.
love of God, Flev, I'm sorry.
Know that I'm joking. I
didn't mean it.
By now, you should know when I'm being sarcastic.
Flev. Read the humor, man. Why are you taking this so seriously?
Trying out some
Flev?
new shoutouts, buddy. Love you, man. Thank you so much for being a part of the page. Looking forward to chatting with you some more. And seriously, thanks for all the recommendations on the shows and such. And I love all the comments you've been leaving. Thank you, bud. Stay alive longer than us.